Welcome to Tar Bliss. So this is another pick a card, and the question is, what kind of person are you attracting into your life? So you have five options here. This is option one, two, three, four, and five. So the timestamps would be in the description box. You can click your timestamps and watch your reading. Okay. So let's proceed with your reading. Okay, the ones who have chosen option one, your cards are Page of Cups, Knight of Cups, Page of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, Change in the Wind, A Leg Up, Renewal, Acceptance, Death, Loneliness, and Humpback Whale Singer. Okay, so what kind of person are you attracting into your life? With the Page of Cups, with the Nine of Cups, this is definitely someone who's very romantic, or they have a very idealized view of love. This particular person believes in true love, that there's only one for each person. And like, Knight of Cups is all out to finding love in their life, okay, the one for them. So this is definitely someone who is very devoted, very loving, very romantic, and they will, it's like they see you, they will accept you for who you are, because you also have the acceptance card. So this particular person is going to adore you. They think that you're going to be, you are cool and all that stuff. So that is the Page of Cups and the Knight of Cups. But one drawback of it is, the thing is, I feel like they're growing, okay, right now. But the drawback of this card is, with the Page of Cups and Knight of Cups, they can be a little emotional. So they might be a little clingy, very overprotective. Initially, in that phase, you might not realize that, but they can be very overprotective, okay. And with the Page of Cups, this is someone who's very sensitive. So at times, there's going to be a lot of drama and stuff, because this particular person is like, okay, you hurt my feelings and all that stuff, but then definitely, and they're going to be very faithful and loyal to you, okay. So the Knight of Cups is that. And with the Page of Pentacles, this particular person, though they do not have enough, that doesn't mean that this particular person is not willing to work. They see a future with you. So right away, if you catch their fancy, definitely they're going to see their future with you, and they would want to work this out with you, like build a future where you're going to have a family of your own. So this is definitely someone, it's like they fall in love, eventually will get married to you. Not like you fall in love with someone else, get married to someone else. It's not going to be like that. So if this particular person falls in love with you, definitely, and there's love in this connection, so they would see their future with you and only you, okay. So that is the Ten of Pentacles, and very strongly committed and loyal. That's what I feel with this. And you're going to grow together, you're going to achieve all of these things together. So with the Change in the Wind, A Leg Up, what I feel like, this particular person is going to keep growing in their life. And because this is someone who's like growing, you would have to grow with them, because you have to be on the same page. And if they don't find that growth, that becomes a difficulty actually, because then you're not on the same wavelength. With a Leg Up, I think it's going to be a fun connection where you would have romantic getaways. I'm like, it's going to be quite nice actually. The time that you spend with each other, okay, it's going to be fun and very loving, okay, very caring as well. So with the Renewal and Acceptance card, if you've actually fallen in love, life is giving you another chance at love with the Renewal card. And with the Acceptance card, this talks about the fact, like, even if you do not accept yourself for who you are, or if even if you do not accept your life for what it is, this particular person is not going to see anything wrong with that, okay. They're going to accept you for who you are. They're going to love like every piece of you. It's something like that with the Acceptance card. And with the Death card, what I feel like, this particular person is going to be very different, than your you can say your usual type, or it's he or she is going to be quite different, okay, with the death card. And with the loneliness card, you might, I think either you are suffering from loneliness, or it's been like after a long period of time you wanted this a new beginning in your life and it never came about, and now it's almost like I think you've been lonely and single for quite a long time. And what I see here is with the death and the loneliness card, I think as this particular person would come into your life, this loneliness would like evaporate or would go away. And with the singer, they can be a singer, or let's just say they might even write songs about you, would motivate them actually. So this particular person is someone who is like very, I think, with their emotions they create a lot, so they might be a singer as well. So this is the kind of person that you would be attracting into your life, and I hope you get some form of clarity out of this. Thank you. Okay, the ones who've chosen pile 2, your cards are, you have the Knight of Swords, Two of Pentacles, King of Wands, Queen of Cups, Eight of Pentacles, Breathe card, Observer, Trickery, Guilt, Patience, Courage, and you have Perseverance. Okay, so what kind of person are you attracting into your life? So with the Knight of, first, I would like to address the Eight of Pentacles. So, the Eight of Pentacles is someone who's like very hardworking, they're very talented, they are someone who pays attention to detail. So, this particular person, they will notice a lot about you, like what you're wearing, like what you're wearing, how do you do certain things, what you like, what you dislike, all of those things, like very to the point, like because I think they enjoy looking at you, or they enjoy your presence. Okay, so this is someone who's very focused and very determined. So that is the eight of pentacles. And then you have the Queen of Cups. So definitely this particular person is in love with you, but they're not going to show this right away. Okay, so that is one of the things. They're going to first observe you from far, get to know you as a person, like what kind of person are you, can I even actually trust you, and all of those things before they actually make a move towards you. So this particular person is going to first study you and then actually approach you. But then they are very much focused. If they want something, they go after that. So with the King of Wands, with the Eight of Pentacles, and with the Observer card, that's what I have a feeling. But this particular person might even have self-destructive qualities in them, like with the Knight of Swords. So they might have anger issues, they might be at times very blunt. Okay, so with the Knight of Swords, definitely, they have these qualities in them which can work against them. So though they want to accomplish a lot in their life, but then right now, or let's just say when you meet them, they would be very busy in balancing their life, like very busy in the short term goals, very like something is taking up their time. With the Two of Pentacles, like they are trying to balance their life at that point of time. I think definitely they wouldn't have much to offer you. But with the King of Wands and with the Eight of Pentacles, over a period of time, I feel like this particular connection is going to grow. And with the King of Wands, this is someone who's like futuristic, who thinks about their future a lot. You might even be dealing with an with a fire sign. Okay, with the King of Wands and with the Ram card, that is what I feel like, a fire sign you might be dealing with. And one of the qualities that they do not have is they do not have patience. Okay, so this particular person has a hard time having patience, because also with the Knight of Swords and with the Breathe card, they struggle with patience. That is what I feel. With the Trickster card, they might even have one more negative quality, That is, they might be a little they might be manipulative as well. So with the trickster card and with the guilt card at times, actually the Queen of Cups is a person who does not see wrong in the people that she loves. Okay, she or he loves. So with the Queen of Cups, they might overlook a lot of things in this connection, or you might overlook a lot of things in this connection. And the Queen of Cups always places other people before them, so that also might be a difficulty. And with the King of Wands, it's very important that you put yourself first. Okay, the moment you start putting yourself first, it's like the King of Wands is usually in their place. So with the trickster, they might even use manipulation at times to get what they want from you. With the trickster and guilt card, they might try to make you feel guilty if they're not getting their needs met. So you that is one of the thing. And with the I think this connection is going to grow with time, or going to become better with time, because you have the patience card. Like, the sign of patience is seen in three cards: Knight of Swords, you have Patience card, and you have the Breathe card. So, this particular connection over a period of time is going to become better. And with the Courage card, very courageous, or let's just say they do not think twice before going after what they want. So that is the King of Wands, that is the Knight of Swords, and even the Courage card. So very courageous, they might be very courageous, and they are a go-getter. Whatever they desire, they go after it. But you know, uh, a King of Wands is usually, I associate him or her with someone who plays a lot of pull and push game. Okay, so that is the kind of person that you're attracting into your life. But with time, I feel like this particular person will understand, or will just, I think there's going to be a change in them. Okay, so that was your reading, and I hope you get some form of clarity. Thank you. Okay, the ones who have chosen option 3, your cards are, so here you have the first card, you have the 7 of Cups, 10 of Wands, 10 of Swords, the Chariot, 9 of Pentacles, 2 of Cups, Knight of Wands, come to the edge, why, abundance, miracle, dissipating, discipline, happiness, and you have personal choice. Okay, so first thing, I think there's a lot of people that you're attracting into your life with the 7 of Cups. So there's a lot of people. There might be a lot of people who are interested in you with the Seven of Cups. But then one of the person who is coming out in this reading is someone who's very driven. Okay, they know what they want in their life with the Chariot card. Very driven, very focused. Know where they are going. They have this, like, they have this big goal in their mind, and they are steadily working towards it. So that is your Chariot card. You might be a little different from each other as well. Okay, so with the 10 of Wands, so this particular person is definitely very hardworking. They work really hard to build their finances, so they are actually quite accomplished. Or let's just say with the 9 of Pentacles, they have good finances. Okay, so they're able to take care of themselves well. So very personal care as well is taken. Like, they might look very good. They have a good dressing sense, or just they look very beautiful. Okay, and they have like enough, or you can say like they have quite a sum of money, like financially very independent. Okay, a very independent energy with the Chariot and the 9 of Pentacles. So this is someone who's really worked hard to come to this particular place or this position in their life. So for their finances, they work very hard. And with the 10 of Swords, they might be very different from what you have experienced in your past. So they might be like, how do I put this across? So this is someone who is not your usual type. Okay, I feel like they're not your usual type, but then very driven. And moreover, this particular person is someone who is like, they know if they want something, they're very focused on it. Okay, so with the Two of Cups, they want an equal partnership, like, okay, between equals. And even the fact, like, if I am giving you, okay, I want in return, not like I'm going to go after someone who's actually not interested in me. They're not that kind of person. They would see if you're interested in them, definitely they're going to make efforts towards you. If they put in the efforts, they want you to reciprocate. And if they don't find that they're getting it back, then definitely they're going to go out of your life. But with the Two of Cups, this is definitely someone who is like, who believes in balance. Like, they are very giving in nature, okay, because the Knight of Pentacles is also very giving in nature. And with the Knight of Wands, so they are a go-getter. If they want something, they go after it, and they very much strongly desire it to be a connection between equals, or between two people who truly want to be in the connection, not because they are forced to be in the connection, but because they want to be with each other. So that is the Two of Cups and the Knight of Wands here, because you see the Knight of Wands is rushing towards the Two of Cups. If you see here, okay, the Knight of Wands is like, the direction of it is towards the Two of Cups. So they want this very like, very strongly or very badly, you can say. So that is how this particular person is. So they work really hard for their finances, they're very driven, and they're also going to motivate you to become a better version of yourself. Or like, if I'm growing, I'm not going to grow all alone, I'm going to take you along with me, and I would want you to succeed as well. So that is here, I feel like that is the Chariot here. And with the Come to the Edge and with the Y card, this particular person is like, very, they know what they want, like, very clear minded. And if they're going after something, they have a purpose in their mind, like, okay, I want to get married to this particular person, so I'm going to go after them. So this is not someone who's like a fling sort of a person, I would say. They might come across as someone who's a player sort, but I don't see that happening, because they're rushing towards the Two of Cups. So what I feel like with the Y card, they have their ideas, or they know what exactly they want, and this particular person goes after it. And they have a clear set, like, this, why I'm going after this thing is because so and so. Okay, so they have the end result in their mind, and that's how they decide to move forward in their life. And when they come to the edge, if they like, if they want something, they're willing to take the risk, they're willing to take chances on it, okay, if they truly want something. And with the Abundance card, I definitely have a feeling like this particular person is very good with finances, they're very good with their money, okay, they know how to use their money to create more abundance into their life. And with the Miracle card, I think over a period of time, you're going to see this connection. If it is a not a way, if it is not a right away connection, like an instant correct connection, if you don't feel to this particular person, what's going to happen is, I'm like, something is going to happen in your life, and you're like, you would feel it very strongly. The way that they feel towards you, you would feel strongly towards them as well, because you have the Miracle card. And with the Dissipating, but you cannot have this just in your mind, like, okay, building stories but not taking action. If you're not going to take action, then they're going to move forward with the Chariot, okay. And with the Discipline card and with the Happiness card, I think this particular person has a good sense of humor with the Happiness card. And with the Discipline card, they might be very disciplined in life. I'm like, they have a plan for the day, or they are very okay, this is very organized person, I can tell you. Disciplined and organized, like, they know what they're supposed to be doing in that particular day, and what they have to do the next day. Like, that is how this particular person functions, I guess. And with the Personal choice, it is like, they're not going to force you into this connection. If you want, you get to stay with me if you want, okay. If you don't want me, that's well and fine, okay, I accept it, and I'm going to move on. So that is the kind of mentality that this particular person has. So that's actually kind of good. I mean, like, I feel like they're very matured. Okay, so that was your reading, and I hope you get some form of clarity. Thank you. Okay, the ones who've chosen option 4, your cards are You have the Page of Wands, Queen of Swords, Two of Swords, the Sun card, Six of Cups, Six of Swords, impartiality, service, abundance, forgiveness, soulmates, tribe, and then you have loon, intuitive. Okay, so the kind of person that you're attracting into your life is they might be either or a combination of air and fire. Okay, because you also have the Sun card and you also have the Page of Wands. So definitely I have a feeling like this particular person might be an air sign or a fire sign, okay, or a combination of both. So with the Page of Wands, so this particular person is a go-getter. Whatever they desire in life, they love. Whatever they desire in life, they go after it. They have these grand ideas and all that stuff. And the thing is, with the Page of Wands, they love to travel. Okay, they're a go-getter. They love to travel. They love to experience new cultures. Like they want to experience life. So what I feel like with this particular person, it can be someone you're going to experience a lot. That is what I feel with the Page of Wands. Okay, I hope this card is visible to you. I'll keep it here. Okay, so with the Page of Wands, definitely this particular person is someone who's going to you're going to experience a lot, or you might be traveling with this particular person a lot. So they love to travel. So that is the Page of Wands, and with the Queen of Swords and with the Two of Swords, though they let their very action oriented. Okay, sorry, not action oriented. Actually, they have a lot of grand ideas, but what happens is they feel very indecisive about it. With the Queen of Swords, very logical. The way they operate is very logical. Whenever they decide, even if when they end up feeling for someone, they are going to be quite logical about it. They would not be able to decide. Definitely, they would get to know that they find you physically very attractive and they're sexually attracted to you. They would definitely accept that to themselves, because that's like an instant reaction in their body, or that is how the Page of Wands is. They get excited very easily. So that is the Page of Wands. But with the Queen of Swords, Two of Swords, then you have the Six of Swords. What I feel like, this particular person operates from their mind. So because they operate from their mind, they are quite indecisive. Like they would have a hard time to even recognize the fact that they have like real true feelings for you. So it's going to take time for them to come to that conclusion that they're in love with you, and this is only going to come about with time. So that is with the Queen of Swords, with the Two of Swords, like I told you, indecisive. And again, with the Queen of Swords, very independent, very independent. Okay. And with the Sun card, they might be someone who loves to enjoy life, or who is in a phase where they want to experience life, very fun to be around. So this, I think people love to be around them, and they are a very good company actually with the Sun card. And with the Six of Cups, this is like, even if the emotions that you feel towards each other, or let's just say the way they feel towards you, there might not be any ulterior motives, but they would not recognize it right away. That is what I'm going to tell you with the Six of Cups. And then you have the Six of Swords. So over a period of time, they might like you, they might know that, yeah, I do have fun with them and all that stuff, and very pure emotions, that they won't even recognize that they have pure emotions towards you. This is definitely someone who's like, okay, I know I have fun with them, but it's like they like you, but they're not in love with you. Like that is what they would tell you. That is what they would even tell you, and that is what they would even tell themselves. Like, I like this particular person, but I don't think I'm in love with them, because they themselves don't recognize their emotions. So that is the Six of Swords. But over a point of time, they eventually will fall in love. It's something like that. Okay, over a period of time, they would recognize that they've actually fallen in love. So with the impartiality card, they might be someone who might be a Libra, or you know they love to help others. This particular person with the impartiality card, like they always weigh their skills, or let's just say they see everything very logically. That is what I can put this put across to you, that they see everything very logically. Even the way that they feel towards you is very logical with the impartiality card. And abundance and forgiveness, I think they're working on their finances, or they come from quite a good family, or they already have money. Okay, they come from money. So this particular person does come from money. And with the forgiveness card, I have a feeling like I think you already know this particular person, and you're like soulmates, and very strong bond. But I think they don't recognize it, and I think you have to forgive this particular person for it. So with the soulmate card and with the tribe card, like over a period of time with the eight, because eight all usually talks about a lot of struggles and then finding the right one. So I think you might go in circles and then eventually come back to each other. So that might happen. But yeah, very giving in nature. This particular person is with the service card. They might hear um okay, with the service card, I get a fact like there are other people who might get involved and like tell them things with the service card. I don't know, maybe because my concentration is going to those two people over there, and it's like as though they're wanting to say something. So it can happen that other people might influence your connection. But with the service card, I feel like they're very generous, very giving in nature. And with the loon card, with the intuitive card, I feel like intuitively connect, or their intuition also tells them that you're the one, but then I think they don't want to make a decision. Like this is someone like that, definitely from your past. I feel like you've had a history with this particular person. So that was your reading, and I hope you get some form of clarity. It seems like I was only confused. They might even confuse you. Like, is it there? Is it not there? Do they feel for me, or do they feel for everyone else? It's something like that. That might also be an issue in this connection. Okay, the ones who've chosen the last pile number 5, your cards are Justice, the Star card, Six of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, the Moon card, Seven of Wands, Nine of Swords, the Magician, Poised, Fork in the Rod, Blessed, Time to Go, Thinker, Yin, Wisdom, Impasse, Impasse, Failure, okay, Failure, Grief, and you have Happiness. Okay, so I'm going to keep these cards here. Okay, let me just keep it here. Okay, so what kind of person are you attracting into your life? With the Justice card, they might be a Libra sign, or let's just say that this particular person is very balanced. They might be an air sign as well. So you have Justice and the Star card, so Aquarius or Libra. So that is the strong point here. But with the Justice card, I have a feeling like this particular person is very balanced and very giving in nature as well. With the Six of Pentacles, very giving with with their time, effort, with their energy as well, and with their money as well. So this particular person, very generous. And sometimes what has happened is like many people have taken advantage of this particular person. They're very generous, very giving in nature. With the Queen of Pentacles, even she is someone who's known to, like, whoever's close to her, she's very generous with them. She takes care of everything. So they might be a breadwinner of their family. They support their family very supportive of their families. So what I feel like, and very high standards. This particular person has high standard. They themselves have very high values. They eventually want to settle down and build a family of their own. So that is the Queen of Pentacles. But the issue is, I think many people might have taken advantage of this particular person. They have a star-like quality, or let's just say that this particular person has big ambitions in their life. They're willing to work hard towards it. They know that if you put in the work, this is like, this particular person has a lot of ideas, or let's just say that they believe in destiny a lot, very strongly. They believe in destiny. So with the Justice card, what goes around comes around. That is what they believe. So they are very they are the kind of people, if they are doing wrong, they're going to think twice before they do that to someone else, because they are like fearful that it's going to come back to them. So that is the Justice card and the Star card. So definitely, I think they attract a lot of people, they heal a lot of people. It can be that, or the fact like this particular person is in a very good position right now in their life, where they're helping a lot of people, but they also see a negative side to it, that people do take advantage of them. People use them for their own means. Okay, so with the Queen of Pentacles as well. So what I feel like with the Ace of Pentacles, the Moon card, and the Seven of Wands, it's going to take time to get to know this particular person. They're not the kind that they show to the world. So they might be like, their personal life is different, the way that they are, okay, they might be very different than what they show to the world. So a public image, they maintain a public image. With the Star card, it can be that. And then with the Moon card, it's like internally there's something else. So the public image is something else, and the people who are very close to them, that's when they show their true self. So this particular person has a hard time trusting people, and with the Seven of Wands, they love their freedom. So if you want to attract this particular person, or earn, first you have to earn their trust, and if you want to attract them, the main thing is you have to give them space, let them come to you. So that is the Seven of Wands. They stay away from drama, they stay away from any kind of people who are negative or who create drama in their life. They are someone who's like that, they have a very small circle of friends, a very small circle that they a very small circle, I would say, that they trust. Okay, so you have to earn their trust, and over a period of time, you are going to get to know that they're very different from the way that they portray themselves to the world. So with the Magician card, nine of swords, and with the Magician card, you will also recognize that they have a lot of insecurities within themselves, with the Moon card as well. So they might be dealing with a lot of negative emotions or insecurities as a fact, but then they show to the world that there's someone who's very confident. You wouldn't believe that this particular person is suffering from insecurities, or is suffering from anything. Like emotionally as well, they are in a dark place. You wouldn't know that actually. So with the Seven of Wands, they stay away from anyone who creates a lot of drama in their life. Very emotionally, actually, they get attached very easily, and because they get attached very easily, they're very giving in nature, and because people take advantage of them, they build this wall around them to protect themselves. Okay, and then with the Poised card and with the Fork in the Road, Blessed, Time to Go, I think they're in conflict, or they're not able to decide where they want to go in their life. Like, I think there's a major decision that they are taking in their life. And with a Poised card, that's what they might portray to the world, that they are very confident, but internally they might suffer from low confidence. Okay, so they need to be building on their confidence. And with the Blessed card, this particular person is trying to see the positives in their life, trying to like count their blessings, okay, with the Blessed card. But with the Fork in the Road, they might be at times indecisive, or let's just say that this particular person has a hard time deciding on things. And with the Time to Go, they have a hard time letting go of people, because there are so many pentacles here, and then there's Moon card as well. So what I feel like, this particular person has a hard time letting go of people, or moving on in life. And with the Thinker card and with the Yen card, but I think they're working on themselves. They're learning to be rather than to be emotional, they're very emotional actually. So they're learning to grasp their feelings, or they're learning to keep their emotions in check, and they're being very logical about it. Okay, and with the Yen card, they're learning to receive from others. With the Wisdom and with the Empath card, over a period of time, you're going to learn like you're going to get to know this particular person. And with the wisdom and with the impasse card, both talks about the fact like you're not going to get this right away. Maybe this particular person is not going to come into your life right away. It's going to take some time, because right now this particular person is dealing with their own mess. They're going through a lot of failures, or they are dwelling on their failures, dwelling on their grief. They are not in a good place right now. They have to walk away from certain things that are not serving them. I think they're blocking the negative energy, and they're trying to come out of it. So I think this particular person is not going to come into your life right away, but then they're going to come into your life. Okay. And with the happiness card, they're seeking happiness. So but then they have to deal with their mess right now, and over a period of time I think they're going to become so much more wiser. And it's like after all this negativity is out of their life, they're going to come forward, or you're going to meet this particular person. That is what I feel. They are serving their karmic, like they are in a karmic cycle, or they're probably serving their karma. That is what I can tell you. So that was your reading, and I hope you get some form of clarity. Thank you.